Welcome back to All Things Geton. Welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Geton with All Things Geton, and on today's video we are going to be talking about savings, how to save, starting to save, whatever you can think of. So these are tips that I like to stick to, hone to. I was not always the best at savings, so I'm going to give you some things that have helped me, being as though this is kind of sort of a new journey for me. So if this is something that you like to see more of, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment, and like. Okay, so what does it mean to save? A lot of people look at the money that they have after their paycheck as, oh hey, I can go splurge, I can go save. That's not necessarily the case. What I would say is whatever you typically have left over, definitely create like a whole separate fund or account that you can go ahead and save and see where that money is growing. Before, I used to just be like, oh, I can do this, I can buy this, I have this left over, and it's gotten me in debt, like, to be honest with you. And as I said in previous posts from me, debt is considered anything that you owe to anyone for any particular reason. So being as though I'm in my mid-30s, I definitely don't want to continue on the rest of my life being in debt. I'm also working with my kids on establishing and building their savings so that when they do move out or they do need to make a major purchase, they'll be more prepared to pay cash versus having credit. I said before also that I had the wrong misconception. I was always taught growing up to save money, to build your credit, Credit is good if you plan on being in debt, if you plan on borrowing money. I did a blog post, and I'll put the description in my, I'll put the link for my website in the description box below. What the FICO score is made out of. It's basically made out of your payments, things of that nature. I won't dig too deep into that, but I will make sure you guys have the resources to know and understand what your FICO score means. Okay, so what does it mean to save? A lot of people look at the money that they have after their paycheck as, oh hey, I can go splurge, I can go save. That's not necessarily the case. What I would say is whatever you typically have left over, definitely create like a whole separate fund or account that you can go ahead and save and see where that money is growing. Before, I used to just be like, oh, I can do this, I can buy this, I have this left over, and it's gotten me in debt, like, to be honest with you. And as I said in previous posts from me, debt is considered anything that you owe to anyone for any particular reason. So being as though I'm in my mid-30s, I definitely don't want to continue on the rest of my life being in debt. I'm also working with my kids on establishing and building their savings so that when they do move out or they do need to make a major purchase, they'll be more prepared to pay cash versus having credit. I said before also that I had the wrong misconception. I was always taught growing up to save money, to build your credit, Credit is good if you plan on being in debt, if you plan on borrowing money. I did a blog post, and I'll put the description in my, I'll put the link for my website in the description box below. What the FICO score is made out of. It's basically made out of your payments, things of that nature. I won't dig too deep into that, but I will make sure you guys have the resources to know and understand what your FICO score means. So tip number one when it comes to savings, I don't know if you guys are like me. I feel like even being in the house on quarantine, majority of my spending goes to groceries or eating out. So to definitely take advantage on in that area as far as savings is concerned, you can do things such as couponing, create a grocery list, do an inventory of your home. Check to see what you already have so that when you do go grocery shopping, you're not buying the same things twice. It's good to like stock up and pile up or whatever. However, if you only have a particular budget that you've established for your groceries, you don't want to eat up that balance or that budget by buying things you already have. That's not that time. Another good thing to do is to coupon. So look at your weekly circulars. Look at the circulars that are going to be coming out the week after. I use an app called Flip, and that's an app that you have on your phone, and a lot of stores will allow you to see a preview of what they have on what's going to be coming out on sale the following week. So if you know you've been dying for some Turkey Hill ice cream, and the Turkey Hill ice cream is not on sale this week but it's going on sale next week, then save that for that following week's trip. Also look at your coupons. Back in the day I used to be an extreme couponer. I still from time to time do coupon. It's not something that I do too much of, but even when I was doing it then, that stuff can add up. As far as I used to buy my coupons, I used to buy them already clipped. So whether you're buying newspapers or pre-cut coupons for the particular items you use, it can add up. So what I used to do is I used to just keep a binder, and I would have all the things. So if it was something for toilet paper, paper towels, and I knew that I was going to be doing a shopping haul and I needed that kind of stuff, then I would just go to that binder and find coupons to see who had what on sale or how much it was going to take off and things of that nature. There are also apps that you can download on your phone. The only one that's popping up in my head right now at this moment is Ibotta, and it is a rebate. So once you go to the store and purchase these things that are on Ibotta, you can then submit your receipt by taking a picture and uploading it on their app, and you'll get money back. And the thing I like about rebates or ebates is you're already spending the money on the particular items. So what an incentive it is to get money back at the end of the day. So that's a tip and a trick that I have. You can also cut down on groceries. Every night should not be a steak night. Every night should not be a seafood night. I'm not saying that you have to necessarily live on peanut butter and jelly, but depending on what your goals are and how aggressive you want to be, look for areas in your groceries that you can cut back on. Like seriously, like groceries, if you ever sit down and write down your expenses, look at your receipts and what your money is being spent on, that's one way that you can cut back on that. So the next tip is cancel automatic memberships and subscriptions. Who doesn't like getting a free watch of Showtime or Stars, or utilizing what is it, like the music subscriptions? Yeah, they're good until you realize that you only used it during that trial subscription and you haven't used it again since then. Or your gym memberships. Right now, due to COVID, some gyms have opened back up, some have not. Maybe you feel like, okay, they are open, but I'm still not comfortable with going. Why are you paying? Cancel those subscriptions. Like a lot of those subscriptions can run you over $400 a year. So that's another way to cut back and save more money in your pocket. Another thing is buy generic. I did on my Instagram. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, my name on there is also allthingsgeton. And on there, I was talking about how I had been saving for a substantial amount of time on some exercise equipment, and I was really looking at the Peloton, but I ended up going with the NordicTrack, and I broke down the reasons as to why. A lot of times people find themselves really fixated on things that you like the name of it. So even in my comments after I did the breakdown on why I went with the NordicTrack, weeks later people were saying when they would see me working out or whatever, oh, is that the Peloton? Is that the Peloton? No. If you want the Peloton, do what's best for you. You do what you want. However, from a financial standpoint, it was more cost effective for me to get the NordicTrack. NordicTrack is also a good brand. It was not a cheap bike by any means, but standpoint, from the immediate use of getting the bike, I felt that it was more cost effective for me to get that particular bike. Even in the grocery store, you'll find maybe your kids love cereal and they got Cocoa Pops, Cocoa Puffs, and then they may have also chocolate bowls or whatever. Pause. That might not have been a good. Some type of other chocolate cereal. Okay. And maybe it's significantly cheaper. If you look at the ingredients, they 9 times out of 10 have the same exact things, taste the same exact way as your General Mills or your Post cereal. So try to buy generic. You will save in the long run, and they don't taste any different. And 9 times out of 10, the things that we as parents are buying, we ain't eating. Our kids eat. So that's another tip for you. So as you can see, this is stuff that I would build on my own. It's not a high amount that's coming out, and it's going right into another savings. So I could withdraw, add this money, withdraw it at any time if I need it for anything. I also have, let me show you guys here. So it tells you, like yesterday we saved $59. Once you complete your goal, like personal goal was $1,000 for the month of July. I did that within 30 days. Once you hit those goals, no more money will go to that account. But I do have a rainy day account just for any emergencies, and then this one. So these are the active goals that I have going on right now. But this is one that I've already completed, so that if I ever need that, I can borrow and take from that as well. And it's money that's mine. Now, another way to save automatically by using Digit is by referring your friends. Usually when you refer someone else and they also start using Digit, you get money as well as they get money, and that happens really quick. So definitely take advantage of the referral process, and I'm going to link my referral code in the description box down below, because that'll be what gets you started. So another tip is to spend extra or unexpected income wisely. So if, like, the stimulus check or your tax money, like, you may know that you're going to be getting something, but don't start in your mind thinking, oh, I'm going to book this trip here, I'm going to do this. That's what you have a budget for. Anything can happen. So like I said before, I had a situation to where I had a pipe bust and my whole yard had to be dug up. It almost cost me $10,000 to repair. That was an unexpected expense that I had to pay for. So had I started thinking the way that I'm thinking now, I would have been more than enough prepared for that, versus preparing for a trip that you can save for at any time. So when you get that extra income, start putting it to the side, start saving it. Don't automatically just be like, let me go get these Gucci, Fendi, Louis. If it's not something you can buy on a regular basis, if you're already in debt, living from paycheck to paycheck, try to get caught up with at least paying things down, getting rid of credit card debt, things of that nature before going to spend it unwisely. Reduce your energy costs. Now, that might be hard for some people to do, being as though you're home a lot longer than you normally would be, but it is doable. So when your kids want to be having the lights on and it's broad daylight, cut that light off, cut that water off. You don't need the water running the whole time. So definitely communicate that with your kids, your family. If you're not using things, go back to the way of unplugging it, because that's still, even if it's not on, it's still consuming energy, if that makes sense. You guys, I hope you are still with me. Another tip, this is a big one. If you are a shopaholic, unsubscribe from those emails. Those emails that are telling you spend $40, get $20 off, things of that nature. If it's not within your budget to go for it, now I'm not saying that you have to stop the emails, but you don't gotta click into them. Just if it's easier for you to unsubscribe from those emails, it will save you if you are an aggressive shopper, if you cannot go a day without shopping, get rid of those emails. Get rid of them. Promise you. We're working on being debt-free, living a financially healthy lifestyle. Those emails are not set up to help you do that. Eat at home. Like I said before, like my grocery bill, most of my expenses would be going out, buying coffee, getting takeout, things of that nature. Eat at home. Like, you have a coffee machine, make your own coffee. If you have certain things, there's too many resources nowadays to be looking for takeout. Like, you can make your own hibachi. You got YouTube channels that provide you with step-by-step recipes. Get in the habit of, if you're spending, your grocery bill is $400 a month, you should not be adding on to a eating out bill, if that makes sense. Asked about discounts. This was another one that I put on my Instagram. I like to do Financial Friday, and I give tips on there. So I just bought a new car, and when I had to switch over my car insurance, they tell you how much your premium for the year is going to be. A lot of times they will give you discounts if you go ahead and pay that off. So I saved about $200 for the year just by paying off that balance. Now, if you don't have it to pay a lump sum amount, then that's okay. But these are things that if you are sitting on money and you have to pay anyway, just go ahead and knock that out. So I'm going to come back to you guys. I know you guys have been requesting. I hope that these tips have been useful. If these are some of the things that you are already currently doing, great. Comment down below. Let me know what are some of your go-to tips when you're thinking about saving money. Are you even saving money? How has that been going since quarantine? Has anything changed? And again, if these are types of video that you like to see, day in the life, vlogs with my family, cleaning videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. We would love to have you here, and I will see you guys next time.